Good morning, everyone. So today is the 1st of September 2021. Alright, so I deliver a message from Heavenly Father, okay? Good morning. Alright, so let's jump in. We are doing Job chapter 23, verse 6 to 17. And we're doing a little part of 27, verse 3 to 10. Alright? So let's go. Well, he plead against me with his great power. No, but he would put strength in me. Now, Job was a man. Everybody know about Job, right? Job was a upright, very upright man, perfect man, and he had feared God. And he had always listened to Heavenly Father. He always obeyed his commandments. He always followed Heavenly Father. And he always said no to sin and no to evil. He never indulged in those things. So, the devil asked Heavenly Father permission to go and test Job's faith. And when the devil got permission from Heavenly Father, is when he went and tested Job to see if he will, curse God, or if he will, if he will sin or whatever the case may be, and he did not. He stood right. So let's jump in. And so what Job is saying here is that so Job was asking himself, would Heavenly Father plead against me with his great powers? Because Job believed in Heavenly Father powers. He have seen Heavenly Father powers in his life. So he knew the kind of powers Heavenly Father had. Right? But he said no. He know God would not plead against him. He know that God would put strength in him. So even if he was going through whatever trouble, he knew that Heavenly Father will put strength in him. Right? There the righteous might dispute with him. So should I be delivered forever from my judge. Behold, I go forward, but he is not there, and backward, but I cannot perceive him. So Job have been praying and trying to, what did he do? He trying to figure out, what did he do? All of a sudden he's seen a hard time, you don't understand what is going on, right? So he jumping again, right? On the left hand where he doth work, but I cannot behold him. He hide himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. So Job saying, no matter he go right, he can't see Heavenly Father. He go left, he can't see Heavenly Father. So he's searching for Heavenly Father. He can going through real problems, right? So he wants to know what he do. He trying to justify his case, right? But Heavenly Father, what did I do? I always been upright. I always doing the right thing, I don't indulge in evil, and evil coming towards me and trying to test me and all kind of thing happening to me. What is really going on? So Job was real confused, right? So he's looking for Heavenly Father, right? So let me go again. But he knew the way that I take. When he had tried me, I shall come forth as gold. So Job knew that Heavenly Father know the way he take, right? So Heavenly Father still tried him to see what will happen. If he will come out as gold, if he will succeed and say no to sin, and actually, no, what? No matter what my tribulation I'm going through, I know God got me. I know he will help me through this tribulation. And I'm not giving up. I am standing with God, right? That's what Job was thinking, right? So let me jump again. My foot had held his steps, his way have I kept and not declined. So Job make his feet stand firm on the ground and said, no, I am not going to decline of what goodness God has, how he taught me to live, how he wants me to live righteously, how he wanted me to live in a good way and follow his way, not the earthly way. So Job stand firm and said, no, I am not, no matter what come my way, I stand firm. Right? So Job was real firm, strong. Neither have I gone back from the commandments of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. So Job make Heavenly Father commandments stick to his lips no matter what. He would not depart from it. He would not, no matter what, it was his commandment, Heavenly Father commandments, was so much more than food to Job. His command, living righteously and living in God's way, meant more than food for Job. That is how much Job cherished and loved God. That is how much Job could not live with God, because even food, he can't see food even sustaining the kind of love and the kind of thing that God could be there for him. Not even food could sustain him, and he need God in his life. So he know he had to do the righteous thing all the time to make sure and stay in God's grace. Right? Let me go again. But he is in one mind, and who can turn him? And what his soul desire, even that he do. So Job knew that you cannot turn your mind away from God. He knew you have to turn your soul and your desire towards Heavenly Father. He knew, because he knew that his soul was so important to him more than anything else. He knew he could not turn his soul away from the desire of God. He could not turn his way of God's commandments. He could not turn the way of how God wanted him to live and designed him to live. So he had to start to stay firm and strong in his belief. And he stayed even in his tough time he was going through. He was losing out a lot. He was losing a lot of his property, a lot of his values, losing a lot of stuff. But he stand firm and strong. For he performed the thing that is appointed for me, and much such things are with him. So Job knew that he was going through a test, and he knew that Heavenly Father put him through that, and no matter what, he's going to stand firm. No matter what, he's going to stand firm. So he knew, and he said, no, I know this is my test, and I am going to still believe and have faith in Heavenly Father no matter what. Therefore am I troubled at his presence when I consider. I am afraid of him. See? So even what he was going through, he was afraid of Heavenly Father, because he knew Heavenly Father powers. He knew he had to stand firm. He knew he could not go into doing evil things. He knew he had to stand. He knew he had to. He believed and had a faith so strong. He knew. For God make my heart soft, and a mighty troubled me, because I was not cut off before the darkness, neither had he covered the darkness from my face. So he knew that God make his heart soft, and the mighty God, he knew that his trouble came. He knew that his trouble was a test to him. And he knew he had to stand firm and strong in his belief. He knew he had to stand strong and firm in God's way, because in God's way is the best way to live, and he needed to stay there. Right? Let's go again. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. So despite everything, Job said, you know what? I am not going to make my lips speak in wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. He's not going to make his tongue utter any deceitfulness, or he's not going to do any wickedness to anyone, because he knows that is not of God. He knows that is of the evilness of the devil, and he knows that if he does that to anyone, he knows he will get punished. He knows it's not of God. He knows he had to always be good to his brothers and sisters. He knows he had to always do good all the time. And he knows he could not be deceitful to anyone, because it's not of God. He knew that. And he had to stay in God, in Heavenly Father, in grace and his goodness. God forbid that I should justify you till I die. I will not remove my integrity from me. So Job said, no matter what, he will justify God, knowing that it's a test, and he's not going to remove his integrity from him. No matter what, until he dies, he's not going to make integrity move from him. He's going to stand firm in his integrity, even when he's going through whatever tribulation he was going through. He's going to make integrity stay within him, because he knows having his integrity and doing what is righteous in Heavenly Father's eyesight is the right way, and he knows that is his way of getting blessing and what Heavenly Father wants him to do on this earth. So he said, no matter what I go through, I'm going to stay in my integrity. I'm not going to move. And he stand firm and strong in his belief. My righteousness I hold fast, and I will not let it go. My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live. So you see, so no matter what, Job say, you know what? My righteousness, living in righteousness, I will hold fast to that. And I will not let it go. He would not let it go no matter what. He will always do the right thing in Heavenly Father. And Heavenly Father eyesight, what He wants him to live in His way, how the commandments tell him to live, He's going to live by that, Lord, no matter what. And he stand firm. And He's going to live. Let my enemy be as the wicked, and he that rise up against me as the unrighteous. So he chose to let his enemy be wicked and rise up against him and the unrighteous one. He chose that instead. He say, you know what? I know Heavenly Father is protecting you no matter what. And this is my test. I will go through whatever test I had to go through. But I am going to stay in my integrity. I am going to stay in Heavenly Father grace. Because I know He's carrying me through all this while I'm going through this test in my life. And He had that faith. And He say, you know what, I'm going to die with that faith. No matter what, I am going to die with it. I am not going to come out of that. Right? So you see how strong and committed Job was, right? Job was real strong and real committed because he knew. He feared God so much. He saw God's powers and he knew. Right? For what is the hope of the hypocrites, though he had gained what God take away his soul? See? So Job said, what it is for my soul to be God to take away my soul, and he will gain nothing. His soul meant so much more than anything else on this earth, and he knew it. He said, my soul mean more than anything else, and my soul belongs to God. And what it is, if I lose my soul, it doesn't worth anything on this earth. And he stand firm. He knew his value of his soul. He knew his soul mean everything. He knew that. He knew land mean nothing. He knew house mean nothing. He knew car mean nothing. He knew material stuff mean nothing compared to his soul. His soul was the most valuable thing. So he knew he had to stay in his integrity. Because if he don't stay in integrity, he knew what will happen to him. He knew. Right? So Job stand firm. Will God hear his cry when trouble come upon him? Will he delight himself in Almighty? Will he always call upon God? See? So no matter what, Job always call on God. Even when he is going through what he's going through, he called on Heavenly Father. And he kept his faith and he believed. And even if he was going through what he was going through, he stand firm in his integrity, doing the right thing all the time. Not sometimes, all the time. Right? And he kept that faith and he said, you know what? My soul means more than anything on this earth. I am not going to distress my soul, to destroy my soul for nothing on this earth. Because when we die, we carry nothing but our soul. And Job knew that. Job knew that. You know, so we have to take example of the Bible and live our life and see people who actually did it. They did it. It's possible. With God, nothing shall be impossible. It could be done. There are people who live on this earth already did it. They walk in integrity. They walk in goodness. They walk in doing the righteous thing. Treating their brother and sister the right way. Not in evil, not in wickedness, not in deceitful. Not in shaming each other. We know they live in the righteous way. In love and unity and peace. And Heavenly Father loves that. He loves us to live in our integrity. He loves us to walk in our peace, in our love, in our integrity. That's what Heavenly Father wants us to do. Live in our integrity and stand by it. No matter what comes your way, He will help you through it. He's in you. Jesus Christ is in you. God's in you. And we all can do it. We all can. Just call on Him. Call on Him. And He will give you strength. He do. In life, it's just a test we go through. And we just have to pass the test. Every day is just a pass the test. Just pass the test. Pass the test and you'll win. Pass the test and you'll win. Pass the test and you'll win. And passing the test to win is living in God's grace, living in God's commandment, living in God's way. Make your way God's way. Don't make your way on this earth your way. Make your way God's way. How God's designed us to live on this earth. And that's all He's asking us to do. Make our way God's way. And how you'll know? Read the Bible. How you'll know? Read the scriptures. How you'll know? Go towards Him. He wants you to come to Him so He could show you what is your destiny and what is your purpose on this earth, and to show you your gift. Everyone has gift on this earth. Everyone. But you wouldn't know unless you go to Heavenly Father. No one cannot show you that. And you have to believe in Him. He is real. He is living with us. He is in us. He's with you. Everyone. Alright? So peace and love is the most powerful thing on this earth. Have a blessed and wonderful day today, okay? Bye.